Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault, and once again I'm coming to you with another product review. And the products that we're going to be taking a look at today are two gun cases from a company called Vulcan. And we have a pistol case and a rifle case, and these were sent to the channel from a good friend named Chris. And these are very high quality cases designed for all-weather use. I think these would be very nice for hunting, or if you just like to go out shooting in adverse weather. They have a rubberized outer shell, and the zippers are designed for water resistance and waterproofing. So I want to adjust the camera, see what these cases are all about, put some guns in them, see what they look like, and I also want to test out their water resistance. So let me go ahead and adjust the camera, and let's see what these cases are all about. Alright, so let's start by taking a look here at the pistol case first. Here's some close-ups of it in this rubberized material. There's no real compartments on the outside of it. And here's a close-up of the weatherproof zipper. So let's go ahead and open this thing up and see what we get inside. That zipper is definitely tight and a little bit hard to move, but I think it's that way on purpose. And we open it up, we get a little note here. Let's see what this says. It says, note, the airtight zipper need to be lubricated from time to time. Please add lubricant in the zipper head, then pull it back and forth to ensure the lubricant adhere to everywhere of zipper chain. I really think somebody should have proofread that. Do it again after long-term storage. Attention, excessive lubricant may stain fabric. And they give us a lubricant here and a Vulcan sticker. I love swag, so I will use that sticker on my safe. And it looks like we also got some silica gel. And inside here, it looks like we got room for 2 pistols and a bunch of magazines. And I'm sure we could put some ammunition here in the center. This material is softer and more elastic than the material used on the outside. So let's go ahead and put a pretty large pistol in here, because if it can take a large pistol, well, pretty much anything's going to fit in here. So I brought out a Walther PDP 5-inch full-sized frame with a red dot and light. So if this goes in here, as I said, anything is going to fit, because this is a pretty darn big handgun. So I'll go ahead and drop the magazine, and of course ensure that it is empty for safety reasons. And then let's put it here in the case, and it definitely fits. No problems whatsoever. And of course we can put our magazines in any of these compartments here. So that looks good. It's definitely going to protect the firearm, and you get plenty of room for about 5 or 6 magazines for each pistol. And there's plenty of room in there. I am very, very impressed with that. All right, so that's what the pistol case is all about. So let me go ahead and get the rifle case out, and let's see what that looks like on the inside. So here is the rifle case. It's branded exactly the same, made out of the same material, has the same zipper. I think the only downside to this design is that you don't have any compartments on the outside to store extra magazines or ammunition or anything you may want to bring along. But of course, this is a case designed for all weather applications, and so having those other compartments might compromise that. So let's go ahead and open this up, and let's see what's inside. I gotta find the zipper here. Let me turn it around. And I'm sure we'll have to oil this zipper as well. I will also double check the dimensions of this case, and I will post it in the description, I know people will ask. All right, so looks like we have a double rifle case here. We have pretty much the same note and sticker that came with the pistol. And then we got a strap. It is labeled as Vulcan. Seems to be pretty nice. The material is a little bit on the thin side, but I like the logo. I think it's going to work just fine. And the material on the inside is exactly the same. We have a flap to protect the 2 various guns. So I brought out a couple guns to see how they would fit in this case. The first one we have here is a gun I have on loan to the channel for review. This is a Colt M5 carbine. So it's a 16-inch barreled AR-15. I'm going to go ahead and leave the magazine in, because that's going to add some length here to the height of the gun, and put it in here, make sure it fits. Looks like we're good. Let's go ahead and go through the straps, see if it fits. That looks good. We have these Velcro straps as well, and that is going to secure that gun well. Bring the flap over, and we are good there. Let me go ahead and get a different gun, and here is another gun into the channel for review. We have a SIG Spear pistol in 5.56, something a little bit shorter. Let's try the same thing on this side, and let's adjust the Velcro. And we are good. And so we can close that up, protect both firearms, and it should protect from the rain and inclement weather. So I am really happy with that, and this definitely works. So the next test I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pistol case outside and I'm going to put the hose on it. I want to see if it can actually prevent water from getting on the inside. So what I'm going to do to test this is I'm going to put a bunch of paper towels inside of the pistol case, go outside, spray it down with the hose. I'll show you that on camera. Then we're going to open it up, and if any water was able to get into the case, we'll know because the paper towel will be wet. And if there's no wetness on the paper towel, we know these weatherproof zippers are working. And I think these would be excellent options for hunters, and if you're going out on some type of hike and you're going to want to bring your firearms and definitely protect them from the elements, these would be the way to go. But let's go ahead and test that pistol case, and let's see if it does what it says it's supposed to do. All right, so I want to test this case out, and I want to see if it's actually waterproof. Now, I don't think if you put it in 20 meters of water, it's going to prevent the water from getting inside, but I think for the most part, if I hose this down, put a lot of water on it, well, if you get caught out in the rain, you're going to have no problem keeping all of its contents dry. So I think what I'm going to do for this test, simply open it up. I'm going to take a big thing of paper towels, just kind of put it in there, close the thing back up, and then we're going to go outside and we're going to go hose it down. And we're going to put a lot of water on this. And I'm going to make sure that this thing is properly sealed all the way, and we're going to see if its claims are true. And I think that would be a pretty darn good test. So I make sure the zipper goes all the way, and there we go. We are completely sealed up. So let's go outside and let's put some water on this. All right, so I'm out here on my driveway and I am spraying this case down. I want to get it coated and covered with water. Just keep spraying it from various directions. Let's go ahead and flip it over. And I believe this is way more water than you would ever encounter in any type of a rainstorm. And I believe that should probably about do it. So let's go ahead and take this back in the garage and let's see if any water got inside. All right, so we brought the case back to the workbench, and as you can see, it is covered in water. So let's open this thing up and let's see if that paper towel is dry. And open it up, and it's dry as a bone. Yeah, it definitely works. That paper towel is dry. Yeah, so this does exactly what they claim it's going to do. I am very impressed with it. And these are awesome, especially if you find yourself going outdoors, hiking, going shooting, and you want to bring some guns and you are worried about inclement weather. Maybe you're in a wet or marshy environment and you want to protect them. These Vulcan cases are definitely worth it. And I think for those types of environment are better than the other weatherproofed cases that you'll see that might be water resistant or water retardant. This is actually pretty much waterproof. And so I am very impressed with it, and because the rifle case is made exactly the same way, I have no doubt it would pass the same test. All right, so I'm going to clean this thing up, dry it off, and I'll give you guys my final thoughts. So what are my final thoughts on the Vulcan pistol and rifle cases? Well, I gotta say, I'm really impressed. They're definitely watertight or water resistant or waterproof, depending on what you really want to call it. And I think spraying it down with water was going to be way more than anything you would encounter unless you were going to throw it in the ocean and try to put it 100 meters below the water. But if you're not doing that and you get caught out in the rain and you have your firearms, I think they're going to be perfectly safe and perfectly dry. And I think the only thing I would like to see on these cases that I don't find on them now is to maybe have a few pouches on the outside for external storage of ammunition or magazines or other things you might want to bring along. And I wouldn't be upset if those pouches were not water resistant or waterproof. I would only want the inner compartment to be that way. But if I had a couple pouches on the outside, I would like that a little bit more. But as they are, they definitely work, no problem whatsoever. They have plenty of room. I like the material on the inside. You can fit 2 pistols in here with about 10 magazines and ammunition. You got 2 rifles in this case. I don't know what else you could really ask for. I'm very impressed by these. And the fact that they are all weather rated, I think says a lot and would protect your guns wherever you might go with them. So on my star system, how would I rate the Vulcan cases for pistol and rifle? Well, they're going to get 5 out of 5 stars. They really impressed me, and I really didn't think they were going to pass that water test. I thought some water would get in around the zipper, at the edges, somewhere, just a little bit. But nope, they're watertight, so it exceeded my expectations. So what do you guys think? Do these types of cases interest you? Would you find any use for them in the type of shooting that you do? I bet some of you would. So let me know what you think in the comment section below, and thank you, Chris, for sending these for evaluation. And as always, thanks for watching.